올라갈 수 있을라나 모르겠다. 그냥 내일 오지 게스트하우스에서 자고. 뭐가 그리 급하다고?
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm. I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
시베리아 아니고 사이베리아. 스펠링이 달라요. 게임상의 사이베리아는 이제 환상 속에 이제 섬 같은 뭐 그런 거라.
What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Wagen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction.
아 설마
For, well, all the time. And then when they brought them up from the
레온이나
Devil's Pass,
다나
it was like
시체가
she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if...
As if she knew the departed.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go
가상의
on.
시베리아가 아니고 그냥 가상의 섬이라니까.
I
환상의
need to check something in
섬이
the
시베리아
tent anyway.
위쪽에 있는 아예 다른 지역입니다. 시베리아는 그냥 있는 거고. 무슨 말도 안 되는 헛소리 하지 마시고요. 이 시리즈는 2004년부터 나온 어드벤처 시리즈거든요. 헛소리 하지 마시고요.
I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
굉장히 유명한 고전 명작 어드벤처 시리즈인데 무슨 대도 안 되는 소리라고 앉았어.
The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Didn't you come across a jerry can earlier? Better go check it out.
Yes! Thanks, Oscar!
반대편에 뭐 있나?
There must be something missing here.
뭐가 있어야 돼. 잠깐 오스카.
Impossible.
여기도 뭐가 있어.
Locked, of course.
I
얘도
doubt
오스카.
I can be of any assistance here.
Nothing. The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
연료 완전히 비었어. 바람 겁나 불어서 패드에 진동이 계속 오고 있어.
Too heavy. Empty. Wrong one. Looks like this one's full.
비냐고. 이걸 위에서 쳐다보는 것 같은데.
The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
집어넣고.
Got the tank all filled. Now I just need to start the generator.
안 돼. 안 켜져요.
There must be something missing here.
시동. 이건 뭐 있어야 되는데 여기.
There's a little storage box on top of the generator, but it's closed.
The key must surely be nearby. Maybe inside the refuge.
대춥스. 진동이 없어졌다.
A photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there.
끈끈하구만.
They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed. They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed.
어?
Looks like I can change its shape.
모양?
Looks like I can change its shape.
됐다. 기계 키. 이걸까?
Better try something else. Wrong one.
거기다 꽂는 게 아닌가? 열쇠를 딴 데다 꽂아가지고 열어야 되는 건가? 대축. 뭔가 있다.
Too small for a door.
작은 자물쇠. 이건가 본데? 이건 같다. 아, 크랭크 여기 있다. 이건
Ugh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there.
레온이 들고 있던 비스켓 아니냐?
Must be to crank up the generator.
됐다. 돌 돌려. 됐다.
Forensics Institute of Hagen. That's not Dana in this body bag.
헤롤드 엑스너라고 믿을 수 있는 모든 이유 존재. 다른 사람이고.
Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe he's been dead for over 60 years. That's quite amazing.
6년이요? 60년 전이 아니고
Grim
오타가.
at the same time.
레온 1940년 중반 산사태로 사망했을 가능성. 어려웠던 탈출 작전에서 실종되었다고 보고됐어.
An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s. That can't be Dana.
40에서 50? 40에서 50이면 아닐 것 같은데. 어, 40에서
That's it,
50.
Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. What a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Lenny in the refuge. I have a lot of new questions for her.
레온은 죽었는데 그 다나는 안 죽었나 본데? 나이는 의미 없지 않냐고? 근데 1940년대 아나가 40, 50대가 아니잖아. 뭐 금발도 아니고.
Hello? Sir?
Are you sure you want to follow that individual, Kate Walker?
I don't think he looked threatening. Rather the opposite, Oscar.
잠시만요, 레인 씨.
It's locked. Sir? Are you there?
계십니까? 비슷한 시기에, 그러니까 죽었을 수도 있어서 이제 확인하러 온 건데 이제 찾은 시체 중에는 없는 것 같고. 불을 켜봐. 네.
What have we got here?
그림을 네.
This
그림
portrait,
어
it
저거
looks like Leon.
아 맞네.
Style reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described in his letter from Baltayar. The one made by the...
Dana.
아 다나랑 닮아서. 다나랑 만났었나
The
보구나.
Go Rune.
No, not Dana. She's old, like me.
I'm Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
The Goran from Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way, Mr.
Ludwig. Ludwig Hardtack.
이름이 있어.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
담배도 펴.
Leon. My brother.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they?
다나랑 어떻게 만난 거지?
Is that when you met Dana?
No.
That little figure there. That's you, isn't it? When you were a child in Baltayar.
Yes.
And the two adults there? Are they your
단답형으로
parents?
대답해버리네. 근데 대답 길게 안 해주는 거 보소.
And that little figure looks wounded? Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
대답 개짧음.
That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
Yes. Leon.
That group. Is it your tribe,
대답이
Mr.
너무
Ludwig?
짧아.
Yeah.
이래서 대화 어떻게 하냐고.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar. Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains.
끄덕끄덕.
Then you went with Leon when he decided to return to Vaughan to join the resistance
같이 왔구나.
fighters? These combat scenes, are they of the
그림 실력은 안
liberation of
늘었다고?
Vaughan?
저 정도면 잘 그리는 거 아니냐?
Before.
어
During resistance.
이번에 좀 길게 얘기해줬어.
Had Dana already joined the resistance operation by that time? I mean, by the time shown in the drawing.
No. Later.
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Lenny, right?
Yes. Lenny, my sister.
I knew Lenny was a resistance fighter, but she
이스터라고
never
말할
told
정도로.
me she fought alongside Leon.
그러니까
Let alone
돌봐주러
you.
한 번씩 오고 그러는 거겠지.
She even went as far as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
글쎄.
Time to check on Lenny. Come, Kate Walker.
케이크 아니고 케이트요. 케이크 노동자라고.
The sketchbook. I think it was Leon's.
맞네. 레온 거 맞아. 거론에서 살기. 마겐으로의 은밀한 명식. 에델바이스 네트워크. 지난밤 가장 아름다운 꿈을 꾸었어.
Detonating wire, just like in the old movies. Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess.
와, 총 개 많아. 산속의 살인마. 테러리스트라고 루드를 살거나 죽은 채로 잡을 수 있도록 정보를 제공하는 데 대한 배상. 살인으로 지명수배라고?
This symbol looks like a warning. Some kind of map. Looks like the devil pass to me. Could all those marks indicate where the Gorons searched for Leon's body?
그런가 본데.
These must be plans for secret operations. Must have been some kind of a headquarters here. Maybe for local resistance fighters such as Leon and his group. Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess.
오래된 선전 포스터. 슈퍼 저항. 슈퍼 저항군은 존재하지
So
않는다.
much happened to the Gorun since Leon found him in Baltayar. What a life he had. But there are still so many gray areas. I need to learn more from Demoiselle Lenny now.
괜찮으십니까?
Ah, Fräulein. I knew you would be back eventually. Judging by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
네,
We
방금 전에
have.
만났어.
And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
맞아. 왜 사기치셨죠?
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it. But you already know that. Don't you, Fräulein?
I want to understand Demoiselle Lenny. I'd like to understand why you didn't tell me about Leon's death, about fighting with him in the Resistance,
이번 작 절반만 돼도
And about
평작 소리
the gore-
들었겠다고? 이번 작
and
절반도
about
안
Mr.
되니까
Ludwig.
그런 거지.
It would have saved us both so much time and effort.
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig.
Lenny.
Still, I suppose it doesn't matter now. Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What are you talking about?
It was the best years of my life. Joining the Resistance, unlike my coward of a father, and fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got back from Baltayar with Ludwig.
아까부터 어떤을
Gave me
없던으로 오타가
purpose.
나오고 있더라고.
Leon was a terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing. I knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late, that Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms. So I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end. And that's when Dana fell from the sky.
아, 낙하산 공수.
Literally.
Dana was sent by London, right? To oversee that operation led by your resistance network? The exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. But Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself.
어? 다나 어디 갔지? 어. 혹시 모르니까. 총 조심, 총 조심하고. 레디가 쏴버린 거 아니에요?
머닝 더 팔로잉 신 메이 컨테인 소프트 뮤직 앤드 더 섹스 플리즈 워치의 유어 온 리스크.
You should
섹스라니.
have seen them, Fräulein.
큰일 날
It
소리라고
was
있어.
as if they had never left each other.
아유, 땡큐.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya, who knows?
In Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe.
야스다 야스. 아 또.
But
배납부터.
it was to be just another broken dream.
레온 죽을 만했다고.
Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs. Leon's drawing book. I recognize the mountains of Vagen in these drawings. Leon must have drawn them during his expeditions in the region. These drawings date from the summer we met, when I worked here. These landscapes don't look like they're from the Vagen region. Leon must have done these drawings when he was in Baltayar with the Origin expedition. This is a drawing of the Goruns.
그런 비스무리한 약간 시저?
Herr Gustav housed me here when I worked at the refuge. I have so many fond memories with Leon here. When I left for London with Junta, I never thought I'd see the place again, let alone be
젤다
here again
시퀄이라고?
with Leon.
여기서 레온과의 좋은 추억이라고는 진짜 저거밖에 없지 않냐?
Right. I should call London now. My radio...
야스다 야스.
Judging by these installations, Leon's network seems particularly well organized. Pity the same can't be said for all the resistance networks the Foreign Office deals with. May I?
응, 안 보여줘. 아니 보여주네.
True brothers and sisters in arms. You can sense that the three of them stand together as one. Lenny and the Gorun seem close. It's nice that she's found a friend. Not that Herr Gustav lacked affection for her, but she spent too much time alone in that refuge. The Gorun described Leon as his brother. They must have shared lots of adventures together since Leon saved him from the clutches of Herberger. Your drawings are beautiful.
For you, Dannerose.
새로운
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ludwig. It's almost as if you were there with us that night.
Leon told me.
Did he speak about me?
All the time.
맨날 얘기했대.
I should go now. Talk to you later, Mr. Ludwig. Oh, it looks like Leon and me in this drawing. The Gorun must have drawn it from Leon's accounts of us.
굿.
If this propaganda against the resistance fighters is anything to go by, the Brown Shadow must be pretty desperate. The refuge. The place where it all began between me and Leon.
낙지 모양 말고 이제
Harold
좀
Exner.
바꿔서 넣은 거죠.
A scientist with vital information for the war effort, according to the Foreign Office. His cover has recently been blown, which has led to this operation. Better not say anything during the briefing, but apparently, Exner has a reputation for being rather hot-headed. An arms stash. Since the departure of Herr Gustav, resistance fighters have been
문이
using
많네.
this place as an outpost. The Allies are unable to send enough supplies to the resistance fighters for them to completely let go of their good old-fashioned methods. Shouldn't think the Brown Shadow appreciate Leon and his group throwing their own grenades at them.
지도.
Switzerland. The package will be safe over there. We'll need to cross Devil's Pass with the package in order to reach Switzerland. They say it's not the most daunting pass, but still, you need to be escorted by a professional alpinist. The refuge. It'll be the departure point for our expedition into Switzerland tomorrow.
이렇게 해서 이제 갈라다가 이제
Looks like the
문제가
Gorn must
생기나
be a
보구나.
nightmare for the Brown Shadow. He must be the super resistant I heard so much about in London.
슈파 저항국. 아, 여기 있다.
This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. I need my documents so I can find the right setting. They're in a side pocket of my bag.
어디 있어? 영국 권총밖에 없는데. 여기인가? 여기도 열고.
Empty.
여기 없고. 어디 보자. 연락 장교에 연락하려면 다음을 따라주세요. 안전 주파수를 얻으려면 아래 접근 코드를 해독하세요. 2111-12122121 부록을 참고하래. 부록. 어... 21... 이 111이 뭐? 뭐라고?
I'll have to find something that will enable me to improve the signal so I can communicate with London.
모르겠는데?
This part of the radio is used to receive messages. I should end up finding something in the attic that will enable me to enhance the signal.
알아?
Maybe Herr Gustav's homemade radio is still around here somewhere.
아, 저 위에 또 꽂아야 되나 보다.
There's lots of material in the attic. I'm bound to find a way of enhancing the radio signal there. Yunta's stash. I doubt I'll find anything of use there to amplify the radio signal.
신호 보내다가 들키는 거 아니냐고? 그런가? 그럴라나?
Herr Gustav's old radio. I remember we spent many an evening listening to serials when I worked here that summer.
이건가 보다. 호환.
Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it. There must be something else I can plug into it.
슉.
There must be something else I can plug into it. The strange antenna I found seems to fit on my radio.
이거다. 이제 라디오를 작동시키러 가볼까?
That should boost the signal. Perfect.
어?
The signal is strong enough to reach London now.
됐다. 오케이. 신호는 됐고 이제 이게 문제입니다. 이게 문제거든요. 접근 코드를 해독해야 돼. 2111 12 121 21. 어... 어... 오수부 아니냐고? 그런가? 라틴어 알파벳과 모스코드 연결 문서.
The instructions to find out the reception frequency are in one of the documents that the Foreign Office provided. Then I need to copy it to my radio receiver.
오른쪽 거 띄워달라고? 오수부 간다. B2111면은 저걸로 하는 거 아니냐고? B 아니냐고? 그럼 12는? 근데 지금 218이라고 적어놓은 건 뭐지? 그 다음에 121 BA 121R 12N 아, 그 다음에 이제 두 번째 거에서 669 6점 8 9 19 8
This part of the radio is used to transmit messages.
위에 다이얼 하나 더 있다고? 뭔가? 그러면은 하나가 송신이고 하나가 수신 쪽인 건가? 여기가 6.25 밑에가 9인가? 아니면 반대일까? 일단 뭐 해보면 알겠지.
I need to adjust the frequency settings properly to contact London.
된가?
There must be a connection between the contact code and Morse in order to find out the reception. I need to adjust the frequency settings properly to contact
안
London.
돼. 안 되는데? 그러면은 일단 저걸 맞춘 다음에 수신자의 안전 주파수. 수신자를 통해 해독해야 할 새로운 전송 주파수를 보낸다. 그럼 6.9를 맞춰야 되는 거야. 됐다. 뭐라고요? 에이. 길게 짧게 길게. 뭐라고요? 예. 다시 처음부터. 긴 짭 긴 짭 긴 PA 길 PEA 다음 PEA로 되는 거 피크 84 나? PPAP
London, come in. London, do you read me? Over. We've made contact. Package safe and sound. I repeat, we've made contact. Package...
Out of the question! I'm not moving from here without her!
London, please wait a moment. Over. What's going on?
You! Tell London I'm not leaving without my wife!
Herr X, now listen,
No, you listen. Andrea is my closest collaborator. With regard to the Allied war effort, she is just as important as me. She is in Wagen as I speak, hiding at some friend's place under a false identity. You must bring her here and smuggle her into Switzerland with me.
There's no way we're going back to Wagen. Brown Shadow troops have overrun the entire town. We can't risk delaying our
아겐으로 돌아가야
departure.
된다고? 미쳤나?
Storm coming. Danger.
I'm not moving from here without her.
London, did you hear that? Roger that. Over and out. They say we can't allow Frau Exner to be captured and risk her letting the cat out of the bag.
What are you waiting for then? Send someone to fetch her.
누굴? 레니?
Hang on. You're not asking me to.
Sorry, Lenny, we haven't got a choice. Ludwig can't go about in public in Wagen, and I have to prepare everything to get them through Devil's Pass tomorrow. You're the only one I trust enough to...
Why can't she go?
에거랑이잖아.
I understand you're angry, Lenny, but that's not in my orders. My mission consists of protecting Herr Exner at all cost. I can't just leave him here and go off to Wagen.
Dana's right, Lenny. And besides, it's too dangerous.
Leon!
All right then. I'll go.
Lenny, wait!
Leon's reaction and his unconditional love for
분노.
Dana drove me mad with
질투.
rage. So I decided to take my revenge by making a detour. It was a detour I would regret for the rest of my life.
What did you do?
I made a deal with the devil. No one was supposed to have gotten hurt, I promise. I promise, Fräulein. I just didn't want Leon to leave me forever. To leave with her.
그런 거야?
But it was a fool's bargain, as I should have known from the beginning.
그렇다. 야스 때문에 망한 것이다. 어! 많이 왔네. 개무쏨. 여긴 맞췄어. 약간 쏘는 거 아니냐고? 아무튼 맞출 수만 있으면 된 게 아닐까? 아니야, 오토마톤 그냥 자동 인형이 있기는 있었는데.
Brown Shadow!
We must leave immediately before the mountain becomes impassable.
Go through the pass in this weather? Are you mad?
We have no choice, Lenny. It's that or fall into the hands of the Brown Shadow. And we both know what that means. We ought to stay, to buy Leon as much time as we can.
Leon,
She's right, Lenny. Now go! Go! Come! Yana!
No, don't make this harder than it is.
Yana!
빨리 가. 영화에서도 나오는
I love you, Leon.
I love
가기
you
전에
more than
키스하기.
anything in the world. Come on, let's go.
아이고. 이래서 다리를 못 쓰게 된다 보구나.
Ironic, isn't it? But the worst was yet to come.
척추를 맞아서 그런 건데. 이거 어떻게 살았냐고? 몰라. 알고 보니까 루드윅이 개 잘 쏴가지고 다 죽여버린 거 아니야?
Who
샷건으로.
knows how long we fought? Enough for Leon to lead the civilians to the foot of Devil's Path.
뭘로 만든 거냐고? 몰라 나도. 아이고. 옆에 있던 한 명도 죽었어. 역시 총 따위보다 그냥 직접 간다. 어머 안 하냐고? 개박살 내고 있으니까 무서워서 못 보나 봐. 저기 더 있나 봐. 하! 바나나 수류탄! 겁나 잘 싸워. 진짜 슈퍼 저항군 맞았고. 다른 사람들이랑 이제 비슷하게 싸우려고 총을 들고 싸우는 거였대. 그러다가 이제 동료들이 쓰러지니까 도저히 참을 수 없어서 그만. 아, 분사대. 레니도 그러게. 레니도 업보였네, 업보.
Ludwig has been searching for Leon's remains since then. But it took the thaw due to global warming to uncover the bodies. And with them, my crime. precisely when you decided to show up, Fräulein.
Lenny.
Dear Ludwig, can you ever for...
Mr. Ludwig, please.
Don't, Fräulein. I deserve this. Let's get this over with, Fräulein. Let me tell you about the last time I ever saw Dana, and then I'll be done.
Okay, I'm listening.
It was a year after Leon died, just after the liberation of Vagen.
이제서야 고백하기도 빡친다고. 하이요. 이놈!
The little Vagaran scourge. Still clinging on like fleas on a rat, I see. Oh, I was so disappointed I didn't bump into you when we sacked your parents' house. Before we threw them in the Dombra River.
I just wanted you to know I'll be thinking of you when you swing from a rope.
넌 지옥에서 타 죽을 것이다. 쓰레기 같은 놈.
Run, Rabbit! Run! 'Cause we'll soon be back to finish off scum like you!
아무튼 5,000원 감사합니다. 고맙습니다. 쓸모없는 지식 2개를 쌓았다고?
Since the liberation, everyone in Vagen seems to be looking for someone.
아저씨.
Goodness me, it's you, Dana.
Herr Gustav?
Wish it was still a music academy, eh? Allied HQ now, you know.
Yes,
I just visited Lenny.
that's why I've come too. I wanted to see her before I leave. How is she?
Surviving, I suppose. The Allies are taking care of her
갑자기
here in the
반말한다고?
infirmary.
그럴 수도 있지.
Thank
친하니까.
goodness. Special treatment for her exploits in the Resistance. But it's unlikely she'll ever walk again, though.
I'm so sorry for what happened to her. I let Leon die alone, and I couldn't even help Lenny when she got hit during the assault on the refuge.
I understand you, my lovely. I do. But don't blame yourself, eh? Regrets, we all have a few. And some more than others. Especially in times of war, Dana. It's the way of the world.
We just have to move on best we can. Maybe if we
그러면 왜 이렇게 오타가
all just let the
많아지냐고.
water flow under the bridge.
뒤로 할수록
swans
검수가
will
덜
come
된 게
back
아닐까?
and we'll all be able to live together again, like we used to.
Would be good, if it's at all possible. And Lenny?
I promise to take good care of her for the rest of my life.
레니가
I lost my little girl once. I'm not losing her again. I'll take up my job at the
레니가
refuge,
한번
and I'll adapt it to
사랑에
her
눈이
handicap.
멀어서 한번 통수를 쳐가지고.
That's nice.
Is everything okay, Dana?
Where were you during the occupation?
분노.
Lenny never
급발진 간다.
mentioned it.
할 말 없어.
If you want to know, I was cleared by the military court, Dana. It might well have something to do with the fact that I'm the father of a heroine. But all the same,
헤로인이라고
I was
하면
cleared of any
이상하잖아.
wrongdoing, you see.
Oh, I see. I see very well, Herr Gustav.
헤로인
Have a good day now.
히로인 그 영웅 레니가 이제 밝혀지진 않았지만 아무튼 전쟁 영웅으로 현대에서도 이 도시에선 유명한 사람이라. 레니도 자기가 지금 밝힌 걸로는 이제 통수를 한번 쳤지. 질투심에 눈이 멀어가지고 지금. 근데 몰라갖고 다른 사람들은 모르니까.
Hello, Lenny. I have to leave, Lenny. Every new day in Wagen is like another agony for me since Leon died. I can't face being here anymore. Not now that the town is freed. So I've decided to leave.
아, 미국으로
for
떠난다.
America. I'm going to try to start life over. I don't know if I'll do any better in the United States, but I'll have more of a chance of getting by there than here.
레지스탕스 활동을 막 하면서 이제 레온이랑 좀
I'm
좀
not abandoning you,
친해지는
Lenny.
듯 했지만
Ludwig's
갑자기
staying to help you
낙하산 타고
find Leon's
내려와가지고
body in the
다시
mountain.
레온이랑 야스를 했으니까
And
질투할
I'll
만하지.
write to you often. I won't forget you.
불임이
I'm so
됐다고 얘기는 했었는데 그지?
So Dana, she never knew what you did?
Indeed.
그렇구만. 끝까지 모르고 갔구나 다나는.
So did she write to you like she promised? From the United States?
Yes, she did.
알았으면
For
바로
the next
목매달아.
40 years.
She's still alive then?
Can't say for sure, but there's a good chance.
알면 바로 총
Can you
맞았을 수.
explain?
No, I've had enough of explaining to myself. All I want now is to find some peace far away from guilt and loneliness. I'm going to rest now.
용서 같은 소리 하고 있네. 난 떠난다. 넌
You'll
스스로를
find
용서할
the
자격이
last
없다.
letter I received from Dana in my automaton. It will give you the answers you're looking for.
Thank you.
용서할 자격 따윈 없다.
Ah, it won't fit. I must display the key properly. No, it's not the proper setting of the key.
어떻게 맞춰야 되지?
Looks like I can change its shape. Ah, it won't fit. I must display the key properly.
걔인가?
아니 내 영도 어디 갔나 했더니 여기 갔었네. 후원 기록 보니깐 칸조시로 되어 있었네요. 멀티로 2개 틀어둔 내가 바보였지. 그래도 다시 보기로 보니 반응은 좋았네요.
굿. 이응님 천원 감사합니다. 고맙습니다. 오배성으로 꺼업. 몽구스 굉장히 잘 봤고요.
No, it's not the proper setting of the key. Ah, it won't fit. I must display the key properly.
꽂는 걸 어디 쪽으로 꽂는 거지? 이렇게인가?
No.
No.
Better try something else.
다른 거. 아!
Thing's stuck.
둘, 자, 됐다. 가라 오스카.
You should be able to control this body now, Oscar. Let's work together to unlock it and find that letter from Dana.
Ah, a new body. Again. Oh, how basic.
여기 뭐가 있어? 귀인가? 어딘가에 뭐가 나왔는데.
This lock. I think I need to slide the small moving part nearby in order to unlock it. Maybe I could ask for Oscar's help if I get stuck. Thing's stuck. This lock. I think I need to slide the small moving part nearby in order to unlock it.
아, 요건가?
Maybe I could ask for Oscar's help if I get stuck. I should be.
저런 제정신 아닌 놈이랑은 굳이 싸울 필요가 없지. 더러워서 피하는 거지, 더러워서. 이거 어떻게 옮기지?
This lock. I think I need to slide the small moving Oscar, I'm going to need your help. The weights are connected to the automaton's arms, and if you lean forward, I should be able to reach the
이건 맞는데.
lock in your back. With your help, I can move the module
너무 많이
along
안
the
돌려야
tube
되나?
and create a path toward the central lock.
저건 움직이는데 저걸 어떻게 하지? 팔에도 있는 거 아니냐고? 팔에도 있나? 팔이 무게추라고 했으니까 팔을 움직여보자고. 아!
Oscar, I'm going to need your help.
아,
The
그러네.
weights are connected to the automaton's arms, and if you lean forward, I should be able to reach the lock in your back. With your
그러네.
help,
이게 움직이네.
I can move the module along the tube and create a path toward the central lock.
그러니까
No,
몰카
I
스타일
don't think
같아서
so.
너무나 덤불 속에 숨어 있더라도 사자와 같은 포식자가
보너스
한눈에
찐빵님
알아차릴
2,000원
것만 같죠.
감사합니다.
하지만 사바나에 머리에서 꼬리까지 오는 흰 색털을 가지고 있는 동물은 새끼 치타뿐만이 아닙니다. 바로 사바나의 분조장 벌크로소리 역시 이런 털을 가지고 있죠. 한 번의 실수가 심각한 결과를 가져오는 야생의 세계에서 경험은 아주 중요한 역할을 합니다.
No.
체급 차이를 좆도 신경 쓰지 않고 달려드는 데다 심지어 이빨도 제대로 안 박히고 불알만을 집요하게 노리는 이 미친놈에게 제대로 당해본 포식자의 경우
아니, 노리는 게.
No,
벌크로소리와
I don't think so.
비슷한 체격을 가진 새끼 치타의 힌터를 보게 되면 심각한 PTSD가 찾아와 한 번쯤 고민을 할 수밖에 없죠. 뭐 물론 이런 위장술이 완벽하다고는 할 순 없습니다. 이러니 저러니
이제
해도
위험한 것을
새끼
노리는
치타
거.
중 90%는 6개월을 채 넘기지 못한
날부 헌터. 날부 헌터 하니까 이제 몇 달 지나면은 이제 스나이퍼 엘리트 신작 나오는데.
That's it. I should be able to.
아, 저 반대편도 가야 되네. 그리고 저거 내려야 되고.
I should be able to use this.
그리고 다시 들어갔어? 일로 와서 쇽 됐다.
I think I can turn the crank now.
됐다. 어? 이거는 다
Fit. I must display the key properly.
해가지고 편지를 이런 데다 숨겨놨다고.
Spring 1983. Dana sent this letter 20 years ago to Lenny. Dana Goengrich, Manhattan.
다나 고엔그리히.
May 21st, 1983. My dear Lenny, sorry if I haven't written
이
in a long
세계관
time.
기계공들은 어째
Things
퍼즐
haven't been easy for
미치광이들
me of late.
뿐입니까?
처음 오토마톤을 개발한 놈부터 그래서 그만. 아, 피아니스트가 돼서.
My husband, William Gerngrich, passed away last summer. He was such a remarkable partner and a tremendous support.
다른 사람이랑 결혼을 하긴 했구나.
But as you know, Lenny, there used to be another world for me. The world before. Our world, Lenny. The world of Leon. I've honored my current contracts. But now I feel I need a change.
레니는 끝까지 솔로였다고? 자신이 저지른 잘못 때문에 업보로 되돌아온 거지. 머리가 희다. 많이 늙었어, 하나도. 똥 싸는 거 아니고 생각 중이라고? 멈춰! 다나 고엔그리. 아, 저 사람이 윌리엄 고엔그리히구나. 우리는 해결 못했냐고? 그런 걸까요? 그런 걸 것 같기도 한데, 그죠? 레이몬드의 편지. 아티스트 에이전트. 아, 담당 에이전트인가 보구나. 이제 남편이 죽고 나서 이제 피아니스트 생활하기 싫다 해가지고 다 때려치려고 했었나 본데. 아, 이건 대피소에서 쳤던. 거였나? 그랬던 것 같은데. 다 확인한 거 아닌가? 더 있나? 네, 미국으로 와서 피아니스트로 굉장히 성공한 것 같은데. 오른쪽에 확인 덜 했나? 저건 받고. 선물 쪽에 뭐가 있나? 아, 있다. 전화 왔다. 님기세요.
It was a nurse who worked at the maternity ward at Baden Sanatorium before the war, when I spent some time there. She had stumbled upon a letter written by her superior. It was a strange confession written by the chief doctor who was present when I went into labor. She claimed that the child I gave birth to on April 5th, 1938 was alive, that they had seized the opportunity of me falling into a coma to give my daughter Anna to a couple of friends of my parents, the Zimmers.
저러다가 심장마비 오겠다. 나이도 많을 텐데 이제.
Anna is alive, Lenny.
레온가의 자식이 살아 있었던 그런 것이다.
You can imagine, my dear Lenny, that
아마
I spent the
부모님이
following weeks searching for
그렇게
my
해달라고
daughter
했겠지,
high
아마.
and low. It wasn't that difficult, even though my daughter's names had been changed.
부모님이 근데 이제 친했던 이제 부부인 짐머 부부한테 맡겼다고 했으니까 그냥 내다 버린 건 아니고. 아담 짐머였나 그랬어. 여기 주인공 집 아니냐고? 그런 거 같은데 그지? 이 주인공 어렸을 때 저 소파에 앉아가지고 노래를 들었던 거 같은데. 실례합니다. 나 얼굴 보면 바로 알지 않을까 싶기도 하고.
For a while, I just stood there, watching a woman who seemed to be the center of
그래도
attention.
잘 자랐어.
She looked so confident, joyful, and full of life. She was surrounded by charming friends and a couple of old folks who must have been the Zimmers, her adoptive parents.
그러네. 짐머 부부가 잘 길러줬네. 주인공 엄마가 줬던 그거. 안나를 직접 만나러 나갈까? 아니면 그냥 돌아갈까?
As I was watching my daughter, it appeared clear to me. I was an intruder in the life of Sarah Walker Zimmer.
Mom?
이거 실한가요님 1,000원 감사합니다. 고맙습니다.
This young woman didn't look like me and inspired nothing in me either. No emotion, no desire to run to her and take her in my arms. Absolutely nothing. It felt meaningless. I just did what I thought best in such cases. I took a trip into her assumed past, just to make sure there were no regrets.
잘 지내고 있는데 굳이 돌멩이를 던져서 파문을 만들 필요는 없다라고 생각한 거야. 왜 진마 가족한테 간 거냐고요? 안나의 부모님이 안나가 의사랑 얘기를 해가지고 안나가 죽는 것처럼 하고 진머 부부한테 이제 맡겼어. 의사랑 이렇게 얘기해가지고 아니, 처음부터 처음부터 다나 부모님이랑 진머 부부는 친구라고 했었어요. 친한 가족 사이라고 했었어. 그러니까 이제 다나 부모 입장에서는 이제 결혼도 안 한 10대 소녀가 알바하고 왔더니 갑자기 무슨 네온인지 뭔지 누군지도 모를 그지 같은 그지 깽깽 같은 남자놈이랑 갑자기 애가 생겼다는데 근데 그 레온이 사람을 죽였대. 사실 그러면은 이제 부모님 입장에서는 선택지가 많지 않지. 딱히 그러니까 막 부모님이 물론 다나한테 거짓말하고 그런 건 잘못이긴 한데 이제 부모님이 그럴 수 있을 만한 상황이긴 했다. 뭐 그런 거지. 무엇이 될 수 있었는지 생각해. 생각 어디서 하냐? 생각 띵킹 타임 어디서 가질 수 있는 것 같은데. 띵킹 어디서 하지? 화장실. 역시 화장실에서 띵킹 타임 가져야 돼. 이건 캐서린, 케이트 워커, 키티 케이트.
A ghost, Dana. That's all you are. Stop haunting these people and leave.
그래서 이제 잘 지내니까 굳이
I was just about to leave when I heard piano music coming from upstairs. It stopped me in my tracks.
가려는데.
Six little notes, pure, crystalline, that crushed my heart with an incredible violence. I climbed the stairs like an automaton, guided by the music of the hymn of Wagen.
주인공은 방금 전에 그림 그린 거 보니까 이미 어린이 상태로 있는 것 같아요.
The music I was so proud to play on the main
물론
square of Wagen. I never played
할머니가
it
있는
again
줄도
after
모르고
that.
있는.
In a child's bedroom, I saw a little girl learning to play the piano.
만난 적이 있었네 어렸을 때. 같이 치려고.
She was very studious and didn't seem at all surprised to see me there. She
손님인
must
줄
have thought
알았다.
I was just another guest who had lost their way to the bathroom.
아 저거는 이제 기계 오케스트라 하는 저거 음악 아카데미 앞에 있는 뮤직 스퀘어 피아노여가지고 저렇게 튀어나오거든요 연주하면.
We hardly spoke. I just showed her how to play. Hands must glide over the keyboard like swans over water. That's what our teachers at Wagen Academy used to say.
피아노의 재능이 할머니로부터 내려왔던 거였던 거임.
I hurried out of the house without looking back. And a few days later, I left the United States,
다시
the only destination that
돌아온
had
걸까?
any meaning to me. Farewell, my dear Lenny.
아 혹시 레온이랑 마지막에 그 전쟁 끝나고
Well,
가기로
I will
했던
never understand
글로
human
가려고 한 건가?
emotions. I thought you would be happy to have the proof at last that Dana Rose is your ancestor.
맞아 발타에르였나 거기. 케이트 수배자 아니냐고요?
I'd totally
그래서
forgotten
유형이
that
뭘까요?
strange old lady who helped me play my piece on Mom's birthday. She was my grandma.
So, what are we going to do now?
I don't know, Oscar. I really don't know. I know I should feel happy to come to the end of this adventure. I found freedom. I kept my promise to Katyusha. And discovered a fascinating part of my mother's past. Kept secret
다시
until
소금
now.
광산으로 가자고.
But it makes no difference to the guilt I feel over my mom's passing, or the void I feel since her death. Maybe if I had met Dana in person, but that's impossible now. The last trace of Dana I have is this letter, and it's over 20 years old. And besides, Dana implies she left for an unknown destination, like a hiding place, to wait for the end of a life that no longer held any meaning for her. She could be anywhere. That's if she's still alive at all. It would be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
아니, 난 발타이로로 갔다고 생각해.
So, I don't know, Oscar. I really don't know anymore.
배가 레기서님 25개월째 구독 감사합니다. 아유, 고맙습니다. 감사해요. 맞아, 유명한 피아니스트였는데 어떻게 알 수도 있지 않을까?
There's only one thing left to do, Oscar. What everyone has been expecting me to do since I jumped on the train with Hans. Just be reasonable and return to New York. There's an end to everything, Oscar. Isn't there?
그럼 이제 비행기 타러 가는 거야?
My carriage number.
열착한 3번 칸.
This ticket will take me to the international airport of Vaughan, and from there, back to New York. I should find a phone to call Olivia before I take the shuttle.
올리비아한테
With all the
다시
trouble
전화해야
waiting for
된다고?
me in New York, I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
사람이 너무 많은데? (3번)
This is the right carriage, but the door's still shut.
Please present your ticket.
전화할 때 어딨지? 아, 자.
I guess I have to use it to set the day. I should set the month here.
전화 아닌가? 이건 뭐지? 이건 뭐지?
A ticket validator.
(3011-2005) 또 도장 찍는 건가? 뺄까? 아, 이걸로 찍는 거구나.
이렇게 불편하니까 저쪽 기계엔 사람들이 줄 서
Looks like there's something
있지.
wrong with the puncher. The pressure, maybe.
그런 건가? 나? 오케이. 영원 됐고. 전화는 어디서 하지?
The deportation trains left Vaughan from this station during the Second World War. How many lives did those brown shadow barbarians destroy? Is there any justice for those who were massacred?
전화기가 어디 있나? 핸드폰 없냐고? 핸드폰은 없는 것 같은데. 그지 같은 올리비아한테 전화해야 되는데. 여기 있다.
I need to put in a coin to call Olivia.
쏙. 올리비아랑 또 얘기하면 또 급발진할 것 같은데. 괜찮을까?
Hello?
Olivia? It's me.
What do you want, Kate? Didn't we say everything last time?
You were right, Olivia. I've been chasing moonbeams ever since my mom died. But I found my grandmother.
Your grandmother? But Kate, she died years ago in New York.
No, I mean my real grandmother. Never mind. It's a long story. I'll explain everything when I
널
get back.
설명해 준다고.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, I'm flying back to New York.
That's wonderful, Kate. I better tell Mr. Canton. He's still on your case, you know. The police will probably be waiting for you at the airport, but don't worry. Dan has connections. I'm
하면
sure he'll be
뉴욕 들어가면 바로 잡혀가는 거
Maybe
아니냐고.
you could persuade Martha and Lorman to drop the charges.
Okay, thanks. That would be a relief. I gotta go.
친구 좋다는 게 뭐냐고? 양심이 있으면서 남자친구를 뺏었으니까 저런 거라도 해줘야지.
We'll meet you at
부지 같은 거.
I'm proud of you, Kate. You've made the right decision.
Olivia?
Yes?
미안해는
I
안
just
해.
wanted to...
니
It doesn't matter.
X
I'll tell you later.
X야. 네가 잘못했잖아.
Listen, I'd better go now, Olivia. I'll call you if I can from the airport once I've got a flight.
Yes, yes, you'd better get going. You take care, Kate.
Okay, you too. Bye now. Talk later.
주인공이 먼저 사과할 이유가 없다 이 말이지.
My shuttle to the airport is at the platform.
수배자냐고요?
Point
네,
wandering around the
그렇습니다.
station and getting lost.
키키읓 아직도 기차표 발급 중.
그러게 저긴 아직도 있네.
Please remember, you must show your stamp ticket before you can board the train.
아니야, 사과를 딱히 강요하는 건 아닙니다. 선택지가 있잖아. 사과 안 해도 돼. 선택지가 없었으면 몰라도. 체크. 체크. 맞구만. 착착착. 정말 이렇게 돌아가는 게 맞는 걸까? 아, 참을까? 다른 데로 도망가는 건 어떨까? 할머니를 찾으러 가는 건 어떨까? 굉장히 심각한 고민 중. 이렇게 정말 뉴욕으로 가도 되는 걸까? 뉴욕행 비행기 티켓.
So, is this really the end of the journey?
Yes, Oscar. I'm afraid it really is. My carriage number. This ticket will take me to the international airport of Vaughan, and from there.
올리비아가 맞아. 바로 깜빵에 집어넣어 버리는 거 아니에요? 그럴 가능성도 존재하거든요. 네, 오스카예요. 맞아요. 이게 미련이 남게 연출했냐고. 실제로도 미련이 많이 남으니까 지금 주인공이. 이렇게 정말 이렇게 여행이 끝나는 건가 하는. 발타야르 적혀있다. 올리비아한테 다시 전화해야겠는데? 야, 안 갈란다.
That's all they ever talked about.
그래, 드디어 생각이
How they were
났구만.
going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe.
발타야르로 가서 살려고. 뭐냐고요? 회상신.
I left the United States for the only destination that had any meaning for me.
환상이
Farewell,
보이고 있어.
my dear Lenny.
The only destination that had any meaning.
Kate Walker? Is everything all...
I know where she is, Oscar. I know where Dana went after she
가자,
left
오스카.
America.
The train for the airport is about to depart. All passengers,
Come on, Oscar, we gotta go.
take your seat.
빨리.
Anyone not going to the airport is kindly asked to leave the train immediately.
어, 발타야르로 가는 건 빨리 간다. 야! 비행기 보면 필요 없어. 뉴욕을 가지 않으니까. 아! 어! 아, 루드윅이 보고 있었어. 루드윅이 발타야르로 돌아가고 있었네.
Mr. Ludwig, what are you doing here?
Going home.
What about Demoiselle Lenny?
Lenny's gone. In her
아,
sleep.
렌이 죽었구나.
Too much guilt. Too much sorrow.
Oh,
I took her in the mountain with Leon. They're together.
아, 산에 묻어준 거
What
같네.
about you, Kate Walker?
I'm going back home too. In a way.
원래 발타야르에서 있었다가 이제 레온이 레지스탕스 활동한다고 대피소로 왔을 때 같이 왔습니다. 아, 케이트? 케이트는 일단 가서 일단 할머니가 있는지부터 찾아야지. 아, 재밌다. 이제 시리즈 끝이겠죠. 이렇게 끝내고 이제 방금 전에 나온 부누와 소칼 작가분이 이제 작년에 돌아가셔가지고 아, 이번 편 정말 잘 만들었는데 아쉽네요. 후속작이 없을 것 같아서. 잘 만들었다. 몇 시간 걸리냐고? 한 10시간 정도 걸린 것 같은데. 어제도 해가지고.
다른 작가가 이어서 받아 쓴 스토리에는 빡친 올리비아가 더블배럴 샷건을 들고 찾아오는데
굉장히 이번엔 잘 만들어가지고 많이 팔리면은 또 혹시 다른 작가가 이어받을 수도 있을까? 모르겠네요. 올리비아 근데 온다고 전화 받아가지고 아 이제 오는구나 하고 이제 어떻게 해야 그 경찰한테 잡혀가는 걸 막지 이러고 막 고민하고 있는데 비행기 도착했는데 안 나오는 거이. 전 굉장히 좋은 엔딩이라고 생각합니다. 다나가 진짜 살아있는지 아닌지는 모르지만 결국 케이트가 여행을 끝내지 않았다는 거니까. 아주 마음이 들어. 재밌었습니다. 아유, 굉장히 웰메이드 어드벤처였고요. 3편에선 왜 그랬을까?